To the traffic usage, because I believe that probably might develop into an accumulative effect for traffic.
You're going to have to wrap up, Mr. Cox.
Okay, I would estimate there's probably 10-15% of garbage. There's no question about it. It's a dump of sorts, and this is the wrong location for it. I'm sorry I don't have more time to make a couple other comments, but I thank you for listening.
Thank you. Okay, we're now going to move to the applicant 20-minute presentation. And we will go back to the lighting system for this 20 minutes.
I promise I'll be...
There was a slight mistake on the last presentation.
Not a problem. I too will, by the way, my name is Bruce McCracken, Pacific Recycling Solutions. I had a prepared speech, if you will, and I'll read that, and I'll also jump around a bit too to answer some of the concerns. When we began the process of purchasing the garbage companies from North Bay Corporation in Ukiah and Lake County, it came evident really quickly that indeed a MRF was needed. A clean material recovery facility. There's two different types. There's a dirty MRF and a clean MRF. A clean MRF is one that takes the stuff from the blue cans. Dirty MRF has garbage mixed in with it. We're not proposing something like that. It was essential for us to have a MRF not only for our own business goals, but for just the whole recycling component. I mean, it's just a necessary component to keep the recycling goals moving. When this property became available, I went down to the planning department and I looked at the little list that had the allowable uses, and naturally I was thrilled when it said recycle center, and that said to bring in material loose, sort it, process it, bale it, and ship it. I couldn't have written it even better. I couldn't write it better than that. So I was very happy to see that. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Trucks will be entering. There'll be about 5 a day, 5 to 8, and that is inbound and outbound. Trucks will dump will come inside on an east-facing door, unload, get out. The material is pushed into a conveyor. It's sorted mechanically or by personnel on the floor. It's then baled and ready to ship. And our business is not to store bales, it's to move material. I don't make money renting out warehouse space for cardboard bales. We make it when the stuff's moving. So that's essential that we do that. And I think that's evident in the fact that when you see with the bark piles out there, they're much smaller than they used to be because we make our money moving the material. When the loading process of the material will be done on the north side of the building, and will be done indoors. We'll have ramps there. It takes about 15 minutes to load either a ocean-going container or a flatbed, depending on the material types. In addition, early on in this process, we realized that due to past businesses on the site, that the neighbors were sensitive, and rightly so. We met with Mr. Cox almost a year ago now and kind of gave him our game plan of what we wanted to do. I think we've reached out to the neighbors in a couple letters that I wrote. We had 2 meet and greets, one at night at the facility, one on a Saturday at the facility, and also we took them to the transfer station because there is a distinct business difference between a transfer station and a MRF. We listened to their concerns, Pomo Lane, noise. In fact, it's our plan to insulate the building now, not only for noise, but also to for a better environment for our employees. Through this negative declaration, I think the concerns have been met by the mitigating points. We have opened our doors to the neighborhood. Everybody's free to come by. People drive in that yard all the time. In fact, this morning someone was in the yard, and I have no problem with it. Our phone number's out there. My cell number's been all over the place, more than I probably wish it was, but we're open. I have nothing to hide. And I think certainly anybody that has seen the progress that we've done at the transfer station since taking over ownership, everybody can see how we run our business. Unfortunately, prior ownership would have garbage everywhere. We don't allow that. And I welcome anybody to go to the transfer station to see how it's run now, because I'll guarantee you it'll be run the same in the other location. Mr. Cox, at one of our meetings, I had a couple with him, and I appreciated his candor with us, said that he wanted conditions in place so that our actions could be held accountable. And I think through these mitigations that we've agreed to, and through the fact that we are also monitored by environmental health, the air board, and water quality, which I've invited water quality to tour the facility and liked the idea that it was all indoors. We are looked at from many different agencies, and we welcome that. This is a green industry. There's no smokestacks. There's no sludge being poured out into a creek or to a lake. It greatly reduces the carbon footprint. There's hundreds of truckloads a year that go down loose down to Santa Rosa, either in roll-off boxes or in large transfer trucks. That will be eliminated. It'll also produce some jobs, and these jobs are good paying. We pay well. We have great insurance. We have great benefits.